Have you ever noticed they will never, ever admit they are wrong? You could have the receipts, the screenshots, their exact words, word for word, and somehow, by the end, you're the one apologizing. They twist, deny, deflect, rewrite history right in front of your face and do anything except say these three simple words: I am wrong. Today, I'm going to answer the question that might keep a lot of people up at night. And that is that, do they actually know they are wrong and they're lying to you? Or do they truly believe they're right? Because obviously, the answer to that changes everything. So, firstly, I want you to hear this. If you're exhausted, then that's not because you're weak and you're not going crazy. You're tired because you've been trained to use logic and fairness with someone who doesn't play by those rules. That's like playing chess against someone who keeps eating the pieces. Of course you're feeling drained because it's madness. So why can they never ever just admit that they are wrong? For most of us, being wrong is uncomfortable but survivable. You mess up, you feel embarrassed, you apologize, and you move on. But for a narcissist, being wrong isn't just uncomfortable, it's a threat. Underneath all that confidence sits an identity so fragile that admitting one mistake feels like the whole thing might shatter. To them, I was wrong doesn't mean I made a mistake. It means I am exposed. I am not who I say I am. And their mind will do anything to avoid that feeling. So they rewrite the story. And this is the part that hurts. To protect themselves, they have to make you the problem. If they weren't wrong, then you must be. So that means you must have the memory that is incorrect. Your memory becomes faulty. Your reaction becomes the real issue. Suddenly, you're too sensitive, or you remember everything wrong. They hand you the blame because they can't afford to carry it themselves. And here's why it wears you down so completely. It isn't one big argument. It's the drip, drip, drip of never actually resolving anything. Every disagreement is a dead end. No apology, no closure, just feelings that never get answered. And over time, that doesn't only frustrate you, it makes you doubt your own mind. And I know the question underneath it all is, why don't they just care that they are hurting me? But the hard truth is, in that moment, your pain matters less to them than their need to feel right. That is all they care about. It's not that they set out to destroy you or something like that. It's that they're protecting their image, and that comes first, and you come somewhere after. That is not love as you understand it, and it is not your job to keep accepting that. So, do they know they're wrong and they're lying, or do they truly believe they're right? Here's the truth. It's stranger than either answer because it's actually both. There's a flash, a split second where they know, and the truth absolutely does register with them. But it is so unbearable, so threatening to who they need to be, that their mind buries it almost instantly and replaces it with a version where they're the victim or the hero, or they're simply just the one who's right. By the time they're arguing with you, they genuinely believe the story that they've told themselves. So they're not lying the way a normal person would lie. They lie to themselves first, then they sell you the lie that they've already bought. That's why it feels so real. That's why you can't win. You're not arguing with someone hiding the truth. You're arguing with someone who has truly, in their own mind, deleted it. And once you understand that, everything changes. Because all of a sudden, you stop waiting. You stop waiting for the apology that is never, ever coming. You already know what happened. You don't need them to admit it to make it real. That is the moment you get yourself back. Okay? So if this helped and you want to go a little bit deeper, I would love it if you join my private community over on School. You can chat directly with me. We do live events. It's a close-knit, genuinely supportive group who understand exactly what you're going through. If you'd like to join us, the link is below in the description. Until then, look after yourselves. And remember, you were never the problem. You were just the only one willing to admit when there was one. Take care.